So what's up, everybody? Got the dog barking. We're gonna redo it. So I'm gonna stick to the Gary Moore and the Randy Rhoads kind of stuff. You guys wanted to see some more of that. So today we're gonna do some Eddie Van Halen. So there's a lot of stuff he does as far as licks. The first thing that he does in Eruption that he does a lot of is the pull off. So that is and then the second lick is and then the chromatic, and he does that with a harmonic picking. So those are a couple licks out of Eruption that he does, but he does them in a lot of different songs. Another one he was famous for was in I'm the One, the same pattern. Now when he got to the third string, he played it up here. Of course he had the phaser on and everything. I don't have a phaser on this patch. And I don't have a whammy bar. I do have guitars with whammy bars, but I decided to play this guitar. So, those are a couple licks that he did. And the other thing he did in Eruption, it was kind of like a triad. Kind of created some tension and dissonance in there. It's really smooth. Creates that tension. So he did that a lot too. Another one he did a lot out of the pentatonic is this one. Too. That's a sweet lick. I do that a lot still. The other things that he did as far as licks, he also did a lot of inversions on chords. He did that a lot. Those a lot of inversions. So that was something else that he was famous for. Another things that he did as far as the tapping, you have to do it with like less gain, but on 12, so you're gonna palm here, and then you tap a hit, a hit, a hit, a hit, double, single, single, double. That's the beginning of Mean Street, but he does it with less gain and stuff, and then drives it in as it gets louder. It's the other part of that, which I do it a little different because I learned it different. We didn't have video then. I hit the harmonics here. And he would do that with the inverted chord. He did that a lot too. I don't remember all the songs. drawing a blank, but he did that a lot too, especially early on. And some of the tapping he did, a lot of people don't tap properly like he does. Hear that? That's how he taps. That's not how people are doing it. I don't remember now. Whatever it is. But he had that. And he would do the chromatic runs with that too. But his tapping was very distinctive. He had a certain rhythm that he did, and it was a certain amount of timing to create that actual tapping. Right there. That's the tempo. He was really good at that, and he would do. Chromatic stuff and stuff like that, and hit all the harmonics. But he did tapping a certain way, which a lot of people don't explain how it's done, and I really can't explain it, but you have to listen for it. He had a certain rhythm that created that, almost like it was like looping. But he had really good impeccable timing when he tapped. Some of the other things he did when he tapped too, or he would... lifting strings, like Panama. Again, the chromatic thing. But those are a lot of things that he did with the tapping and stuff like that. And he did some of the Raven Follow. He did do some of that stuff. And he referenced it. He got it through Jimmy Page. But there's like a lot of stuff that you can do. Like even I don't even remember that too. But I remember the... Fred said it was, but he had a distinctive way of tapping, and if you listen to that, it's very rhythmical. That note was like a hammer hitting every time. But yeah, so he did a lot of that stuff too, and there's some other songs too where he would go. Of that. He slid sometimes with his tapping finger too. I've seen him do that. Now some of the stuff that I took off of that is I did double taps, like the octave here, like this. And then I did the octave up here. And then 3 fingers. I started getting into multiple fingers and stuff after that once I saw that. And then Jeff Watson came out and I started learning the 8-finger thing. I can't do that no more. But yeah, so those are some of the Eddie Van Halen licks. He did some whammy bar stuff too, but I don't have a whammy bar in here. But this video is already at 11 minutes with Eddie licks, so that should be plenty, you know, especially with the Gary Moore stuff. If you guys want to see more Gary Moore licks, because I know tons of Gary Moore songs and Gary Moore licks and the Randy Rhoads, you know, with even Crazy Train. When people are playing and they bend, everyone bends on the third. He didn't bend on the third, he bent the fourth up to the A. So everyone plays that part wrong too. And you know, and the other thing, I didn't have a flanger, so what I did is that picky technique. So like stuff like that, you know, there's parts that I kind of had to figure out to make sound. I was very limited with pedals and stuff as a kid, so I had to figure out some of the stuff that he was doing to make it sound like that. And he was unique with his tapping too, because he would be like, he was doing diminished taps across the neck, like in Flying High Again. Randy was great too. So maybe I'll do another video with some more Randy licks and stuff, like Over the Mountain, Flying High Again, and stuff like that. With the, you know, he had a lot of great licks too in whammy bar stuff. So maybe we'll do a whammy bar video featuring like Gary Moore and Randy Rhoads, and put all, because the whammy bar thing, we can fit them all in one. So I hope that helps with the Eddie Van Halen licks. Peace.